decompose x plus 3 divided by x minus 2 into bracket x plus 2 into partial fractions. So by looking at this, first thing, to begin with the step of this decomposition into partial fraction, the first thing is to first of all look at the denominator of this expression. If the denominator contains square, then of course we are going to have variables like a, b, and c. But if the denominator do not have any square, then of course we are going to have a and b, which are variables that we need to determine. In this case, there is no value of x as the denominator that have a square. Therefore, we are going to express this expression the same way as x plus 3 divided by x minus 2 into x plus 4 will be the same as a over x minus 2 plus b over x plus 4. But if the denominator of x here, any of the x was having a square, then we could have c as a constant. But since we do not have any square, we are going to leave it like that. And now, since we have this particular form, which we have a plus b, as you can see here, we must make sure that we look for the LCM, which is the least common multiple, and express this in a simple form. In other words, we are going to do like this: x minus 2, x plus 4. That is, we have just represented these two in the bracket here as the LCM. Then we are going to look here to cross multiply by a and b. In this case, you can see x minus 2 is going to take off this x minus 2. We are going to be left with x plus 4. Therefore, we are going to say x plus 4 and multiply by the numerator, which is a. Since this x minus 2 is going to cancel this x minus 2, we are going to be left with x plus 4. Therefore, we are going to say this a here into this x plus 4, which we are left with. Then this plus sign is going to come here. Now this x plus 4 is going to take off this, and we are going to be left with x minus 2. Therefore, this b is going to be multiplied by this x minus 2. Minus 2. So this is the expression that we have now. And looking at this expression, we are going to say here, we are going to take this again and try to feed it to be equal to this which we have here to equate that. So we can still say that this one here, which we have, like x plus 3 divided by this x minus 2 into x plus 4, can still be the same as this expression which we have here, which is the a into x plus 4 plus b into x minus 2, or divided by x minus 2 into x plus 4. So we have this now. Therefore, this is the same like this. And now, if you look here, you are going to see that the denominator here is the same as the denominator here. And based on one of the rules in terms of this partial fraction, it states that if the denominator of these are the same, based on the expression, then the numerator must also be the same. In other words, x plus 3 must be equal to a into x plus 4 plus b into x minus 2. Since we are looking for the value of x, that is the value of a and b, as the variable, which is the constant which we don't know the value, we must look for a way to get the value of a and to get the value of b. In this case, we are going to state that x plus 3 is the same as a into x plus 4 plus b into x minus 2. So this is the case here. Now, to get the value of a here, we must make sure that either we make b to be 0 to get the value of a, or to get the value of b, we must make a to be 0. In this case, let's begin with finding the value of a in this expression. To do so, we must let x be equal to a given value so that we can eliminate either a or b. In this case, if we let x to be equal to 2, therefore 2 minus 2 is going to be 0, and b times 0 is going to be 0, which means that b will be eliminated and we are going to find the value of x, that is the value of a. In this case, if we say let x be equal to 2, let x be equal to 2. In this case, if we let x be equal to 2, we are going to now have this expression here, as you can see, as that is 2 plus 3, which is going to give us 5, will be equal to a into, that is 2 plus 4, 6, plus 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 times b is 0. So we have 5 is equal to 6a. So 6 times a is going to give us 6a. So we have 5 is equal to 6a. And to get the value of a, we need to divide both sides by 6. So that 6 is going to take off. This implies that a will be equal to 5 over 6. That's the value of a. Now, we need to look for the value of b. Since we already now know the value of a, it is time for us to look for the value of b. And to get the value of b, then of course, in this expression, we still need to make sure that we eliminate a. In this case, since before, we eliminated b to get a. Now we need to eliminate a to get b. In this case, if we want to do so, then we must make x to be equal to minus 4. So that minus 4 plus 4 is going to give us 0, and this a will equate to 0 for us to easily get the value of b. So you see, if we do that, then of course, we can say let the value of x be equal to minus 4. So if we put minus 4 here for x based on this expression, minus 4 plus 3, it is going to give us minus 1. So if we come here, minus 4, that is minus 4 plus 3, based on this, as you can see, this expression, minus 4, because we are going to say here that this time let x be equal to minus 4, as you can see here. Let x be equal to minus 4. So this is the minus 4 for x, plus 3, as you can see here, will be equal to, if we include minus 4 here, minus 4 plus 4 is going to be 0. That is a times 0, which is equal to 0. Then now plus b into, if x here, as you can see, if x here is minus 4, then we are going to have minus 4 minus 2, which is minus 6. So we are going to have minus 6 here. So now we are now left with minus 4 plus 3 is equal to minus 1. This one is 0. That is a times 0 is 0. Then will be equal to minus 6b. Because minus 6, you can see minus 6b. Therefore, to get the value of b, we need to divide both sides by minus 6. And if we do that, minus 6 and minus 6, this minus 6 will take off this. This minus will take away this minus. And this is going to give us that b will be equal to 1 over 6. Therefore, the value of a is, as you can see here, a, based on what we looked at the first, the value of a gave us 5 over 6, and now the value of b is giving us 1 over 6. Therefore, to put now this into partial fraction, we need to make sure that in the area where we have A, it is actually, as you can see here, A being the fact that it is 5/6, as you can see here, and B 1/6. So we need to represent that. Let's go to try to put that in the beta expression in this form to transform it here. Therefore, x plus 3 over x minus 2, x plus 4 is the same as A. Since we already have A as 5/6, we are going to represent it like this: 5/6 into x minus 2 plus B is 1/6. So we are going to put 1/6 into x plus 4. So this is the expression in partial fraction. So we have decomposed this expression that we have here, decompose x plus 3 divided by x minus 2 into x plus 4 into partial fraction. This is the expression that we have here. And based on all of this, we have arrived to look for the value of A and B, and the end result, we have this in partial fraction.